Hi, it's Shay, and I'm here today with my May-June book haul. Now, I accidentally did in my March and April book haul part of my May, and so I got these books. I got several ebooks. I got an arc of A Quick and Easy Guide to They Them Pronouns, The Upside of Unrequited, Three Dark Crowns, Dorothy Must Die, The Trials of Apollo, The Burning Maze, and Ready Player One. I will link the video down below in which I accidentally included them in my previous book haul. But I do have about a dozen other books that I have gotten in the months of May and June to share with you. First is Social Media for Writers by Writer's Digest. Now I have a few of, hi Alicia, the Writer's Digest books, and I love them. This one in particular because even though I am a Gen Z child, I'm not completely fluent in all the ways of the social medias, so this has helped me quite a bit. Next is Legend by Mary Lou. This is fantasy or sci-fi, I believe. I don't know a lot about it, and going into it, and I kind of like it like that. I've got Grammar Snobs or Great Big Meanies by June Casagrande. This is kind of like the only grammar book you'll ever need, I believe, except it's more funny. It's funnier, more funny, yes, it's funnier, it's more accessible, and it's easier to understand. It's just more entertaining overall. Call Me By Your Name by Andre Aciman. I already read this book and it was okay. My cat is currently staring at me. And it was okay. It wasn't amazing by any shot. This is probably the first time I've actually preferred the movie over the book, but it was still pretty good. I gave it a 3.75, I believe. For those of you that don't know, this is about two boys in Italy during a summer sometime in the 1980s, I believe 1984, and there's this grad student who came to Italy to internship with the 17-year-old boy's father, and the two become lovers. Next is Guerrilla Marketing for Writers. I believe this is also, this is another Writer's Digest book. I haven't gotten too much into it, but I remember seeing it at Barnes & Noble at some point. I thought it looked good, and so I got it from Thrift Books. Another one I got from Thrift Books is One More Thing, Stories and Other Stories by B.J. Novak. This author is Ryan in The Office, if you don't know. It just has a bunch of short stories, and because I'm going to be taking a fiction technique class this next semester at my home college, I thought it'd be good to get this. This is How to Write a Book Proposal, again by Writer's Digest. Hi kitty! Do you want to come here and be in my video? Now, I probably got this a bit prematurely, but I am hoping to start querying at the beginning of 2019 and hopefully get representation for my novel Questions Nobody Ever Asks by the end of that year, so I thought this would be a good book to get for that. Next one is Shadow Crown by Kristen Martin. Now, she was in Orlando earlier this month, and I was lucky enough to go to see her and get her to sign it, which she did. She said to Jay, "It was so great to meet you in person. Always look for the light." Kristen Martin. Also, if you hear loud noises, I swear I'm not that hungry, it's just thundering outside. This is YA fantasy, and I don't remember a lot about it except the fact that this one girl is a natural born killer, and she has to survive, she has to either kill or be killed, and something about a kingdom. It sounds, I'm not giving it justice, it sounds really interesting, and I'm excited to read it. Next is 7 Ways We Lie by Riley Redgate. I have been wanting to get this book for a while. I just had never found a paperback of it until earlier this month, and I got it along with How to Write a Book Proposal, and I was so excited to read this because it's YA contemporary and it has LGBTQ representation. I, again, don't know a lot about it going into it. I just remember reading it, the synopsis, and being fascinated by it. The next novel is probably one of the ones I am most anticipating to read is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I do have several booktube friends that love this book, such as Whitney from Darker Shade of Whitney, who based her name on the title, and Spencer at Common Spence, who read this trilogy in like a week and called it life-changing, so I am super excited to read it. I know it takes place in like London, and there's magic, and there's George III, Red London, Black London, White London. I think it's adult fantasy or sci-fi, I'm not sure, but I'm really excited to get into it because I've heard great things about this series and the author in general. This next one is the last one, which I do not know much about, and I kind of want to keep it that way. And I wasn't planning on getting it, but it was for $5 at my Barnes & Noble, and so I thought, it's really popular, why not get it? And that is Carvel by Stephanie Garber. I know this is fantasy, and I think it's YA, but I don't know much else about it. I know it's popular, and so I'm expecting relatively good things about this. The next one I also got signed by the author, who was here in Orlando May 31st, I believe it was what it was, and that is The World of Lore, Wicked Mortals by Aaron Mahnke. Now, I love Aaron Mahnke's lore podcast. My creative writing teacher in high school introduced it to me a few years back, and I've been hooked ever since. This is the second World of Lore book. I do not have I do not have the first, and the third one is currently in production. And he got it signed, or he signed it for me. I got it signed. He just said, "Stay Wicked, Jay," and it was really cool to meet him and to take a picture with him. And I would have posted a picture of him with me, except for the fact that my dad had taken the picture and it was really blurry. Probably beyond help with Photoshop. The last book is not really a novel, but it is teen nonfiction, and I'm really excited for this because I don't usually get books like this, but it is The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire by Dan Howell and Phil Lester, or Amazing Phil, and previously known as Day Is Not on Fire. And I'm about halfway done reading it. I am so excited because I'm seeing their Interactive Introverts tour in, I believe, 9 days from now, on July 6th, and I'm staying with my best friend's crew, and it's her fault completely. It's your fault, crew, for getting me hooked on Dana and Phil. She had, in end of April, early May, begged me to watch a video of theirs because she had no one to go with to see Interactive Introverts, and she got me hooked on them and their personalities and their love, and I am in love with both of them. So that was my May and June book haul. If you want more bookish, writerly songs, activism content, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications for when I upload. I upload every Saturday and sometimes during the week, usually Wednesday, and I'll only be doing that during the summer. If you like the books I got today, if you're interested in any of them, hit the thumbs up. Down below I have all my links to my social medias, including my website, Twitter, Tumblr, Goodreads, etc. Please connect with me. I need to get my cat. Yep. Here's Alicia. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.